Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenarios. Today we are going to discuss about the another real-time scenario that is the in the flows. So here is the use case. So which opportunities are not closed more than 45 days? We have to automatically create to the follow-up task for that opportunity. So, and that task should be the assigned to the who is the record owner, opportunity record owner. We can assign to that record owner. So they have to follow up to the that opportunity. So how we are going to implement this use case? Let's see the step by step. So here we have to the follow up to the task to the more than 45 days, right? So it is automated function we have to do this is so in generally we have to do the daily do the same action. So we don't know the last 45 days. Today we have the compared to the last 45 days in which opportunity is not closed. And tomorrow also, day after tomorrow. So daily we have to check it and we have to create the opportunities. So we have to write the without coding through flows to we can handle to this. Usually we are writing the schedule apex and we get to the records and we can create the task. Instead of that schedule apex, we can write the schedule flow. In the schedule flow, we can get the those records and we can create the follow-up task. It is without writing the single line of the code. So single line of the code we can handle to the from the flows this use case. So let's see the how we are going to implement this. So come to the flows. Before going to that, we need to create one formula field in the opportunity. Why? Because means we need to check it by the last to 45 days, right? So that is the 45 days record we need to fetch it. So that's why here come to the opportunities. So by default, based on the created date, we can handle that. But created date is the date and time format. Date and time format, right? So created date. So actually, we need to only compare to the created date based. So that's why here we have to create the one formula field. It is capture the only date value. Just to take the here opportunity created date only. This is created date, not for the date and time. So here we have to take the date format. So while comparing to the record, it will not return the exact records. That's why here we have to take into the this is. So how to get the from the date and time to only date. From the date and time field to we need to get it by the only date. So here we have the functions. In these functions, we have to take it by the date value. So it is returned to the only date from the date and time field. Date and time field, it is returned only for the date. So here, click on to this. In this expression, we have to take it by the created date. So created, it is returned to the only for the date field. Okay. So let's click on next. This is just for the background purpose only. No need for the in UI this field. So no need to add for the in the layouts, just for the background as per the functionality purpose we are using to this one. So that's why I removed in the layouts. Now we created the one formula field that is the opportunity created date. When it is created, that date will be the populated out of the date and time field. So let's come to the now flows. Click on to the new flow. So take to the here we have the schedule trigger flow. Specific time regular intervals, it will be executed by the schedule flow. click on to the create. So we have to, when we want to start to this from today or tomorrow onwards. So this is first, then next every day at 1 a.m. morning, it will run by the morning a.m. non-business hours. So we have to execute by the daily. This is daily. We have to execute daily. We have to check it by the last 45 days record. Okay, so let's create an object here. In from which object we have to get it the records, right? So here or here we can take the resource. Sorry, get to records. Get last 45 days opportunities. So here we have to take it by the opportunity. So which records is not closed. So is closed equals to false. Which records is not closed, that records equals to false. And we have to get it by the last 45 days, right? Last 10 days, last 20 days, or before yesterday create the record also, we no need to get it right. More than the 45 days. So that's why here, usually we have to take it by the created date, but it is the date and time format. So exactly time match only, it will return that record only. But we need to get it by the all the records of the last 45 days. So that's why here we have to take into the one formula field. This is the created date equals to. So here we have to get it by the same date match. Last 45 days, which record is created, that record we have to write. Take the one resource. So formula. So 45th day, just I am taking to the here date field. So here we have the formula in flow. We have to take it to the flow. In this flow, we can take by the current date minus 45 days, right? Last 45th day record we have to get it. For example, today first, okay. So we have to get it for the last 15th, last 45 days date we need, right? So that's why here we have to do the minus 45. Let's check syntax. So daily date based, it is checked by the last 50th date. So both are now date fields. These two are the date fields. Now we can exactly get it by the all the records. So we need to get it by the all the records, right? Let's select by the all the records here. So up to here we have to save first. Create follow-up task for opportunity. Okay, so let's here. So now here, if we get the records or not, how to identify? If your records is we have, then only we have to do the create the task. So let's take the one decision. So here opportunities. So is opportunities we have. So then only we need to create the task. Otherwise, we no need to write. We can skip to the this flow. So here we have to the opportunities is null. So last 45 days, right? We have the is null false. Is null false means we have the records. So then we have to take the one loop. Each record, right? Each opportunity might be that day I get to the 10 records or 20 records. Each opportunity record, we need to get it right. So here, that's why we have the loop to the all the opportunities. Loop So here collection is this one. So now we have to create the task, right? So let's here create task. So here we have these separate values. So here task object. So here we have to the assign to the opportunity owner, right? So here we have to take it to the here. So current item opportunity owner ID. We have to map it to this one, and what ID equals to related to this opportunity. Na? So current dot record ID opportunity ID. Okay, so and due date, if you want to give it by the due date, so take the one resource due date current date to 2 days. So from the flow, so current date plus 2 days. Due date is we are giving the future 2 days. Okay. So then we can take by the add days we have. So we can take the better today plus 2 days. Sorry, here we have to select right date. That is the problem. I think we are not selected by the data type. That is the problem. Okay, so now click on done and subject. So opportunity name with the subject. So we can take by the subject purpose another formula field. So text. So here current item opportunity name. Follow up task. Opportunity name with the follow up task. Check syntax. So I think it's treated as the minus. So concatenating the both. This is the string, this is the dynamic value, right? So click on done. So owner ID, what ID, subject, this is okay. So like this task will be the creating to this. So let's say, let's debug. So Argo process, we need to set it. This is okay. We can do that. So debug. So actually we don't have any records. That's why it's come to the by default. This is by default. This is okay. So that's why if you want to check it this temporary purpose, let's create the one opportunity. Quickly, I'm creating one new opportunity. Now we created, right? This is, so instead of testing purpose, this is, let's take to the here, 45 days, now just we can give to the day -1 or 0. Today we are going to same date now. So that's why click on done, click on save, debug. See here, now we have the created the one test record. So let's come to the here. At present, we don't have the any activities right here. Let's refresh. See here, test customer name is the same and follow-up task. It is automatically created. +2, right? We are giving the June 2. So while running, if you don't want to create the record, just you have to create the check and rollback. Records will not be created that particular respect to opportunity. So like this, we have to do the debugging. Let's edit back. So we have to testing purpose. We are doing the -45, right? Removed. Let's give to the, let's done. So save and activate. That's it. So like this, we are going to implement it by the our use case without writing the single line of the code. We can do the using of the with the schedule apex, and we can able to get the all the records last 45 days. This record that records we are loop repeating to the those records, and we created the task for that opportunity. Task for that opportunity we are creating. Okay. I hope it's clear how it was implemented. Stay tuned for the more real-time scenarios. Thank you.